All right, we are back. Again, which is about delirious here. I've been up still yet. I have days when I have much less symptoms, and when I have those days, I capitalize on them. And I've been working on this for a while. We left at the last step. I showed you how I get the updated. I get the alt join date and the profile link for the members. And I left off, I was going to upload this as a CSV file to the database. And I had some quirks, and I did that. It's been a long time ago now. But I did that. I've uploaded this into a table called PTSD for everyone, collected info. And you will see here we've got the alt join date, we've got the profile link, and we got the user ID. There are some hiccups in uploading this that have to do with the encoding of the characters. When I export this, it gives a funky encoding output for some of these names, and then when I try to upload it back in, it will kick back some of those rows because of the names. Okay, but the point is, I've got all the info that I need here in this collected info, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to update the timestamps for this table. Let's use asterisk here. I can select everything. And this will be the table that I use for any analysis that I do. Okay, and the thing is these user IDs match up, so when I do my database update, my programming can update these based on user ID. It'll just go through the list and say, a set profile link for this user equal to this. For user ID, set it to equal to that. I set the timestamp equal to that, etc. And we'll get it updated. So I'll show you the timestamp update in this video, and we'll update the timestamps, and then what we'll do is we'll fact check a few of them to make sure that they're right. We'll fact check the timestamps against the date that Facebook gives us. And then in the step following this, I'll show you how that I make these graphs of the join dates. I make the spreadsheet of the join dates, and then I make a graph. That'll be in the next video. In this video, we've got it back up here. We've got another. This is my tidied up programming. Which this programming is a mess, and I've got some fields to put in here again. Okay, so this is, we're going to do the table update, and so we're going to have the source table where we get our data from is going to be this. The table's update is going to be this. And I've been writing code for a long time now. And then our file, PTSD for everyone. And what I'm going to do actually is I haven't fully tested this code right here. So I'm going to comment out this code. What I do when I comment this out like this, this keeps this code from executing when I run the code. This code has not been adequately tested, and I'll run it after I show you what I'm going to do. I'll run it, and if it gives me an error, I'll pick it back up in the next video. But basically, the first step is we're going to transfer all of these timestamps. We're going to calculate the timestamps first. Then we're going to transfer them from this table to this table. So what happens here is this info gets passed, and this is tied. You've got all these programming scripts here that this is tied to. So for instance, you got this right here. This is kind of how these look. these objects are all tied to a bunch of programming scripts, and all the code on those scripts executes when I manipulate these objects. So now my new object that I've created is the members list data update. And what this object does is it pulls the info from this table in the database. It gets the alt join date string, that sentence or that string of characters that has the alt join date, where it'll say, member of this group since January 15th, 2021. I'll get that. It will calculate the timestamp based on that, and then it will insert both the timestamp and the profile link into this table on PTSD for everyone. So we'll have a fully loaded, we'll have all the data we need for our PTSD everyone after this. Now with this code, I wrote this, and what this does, this that I've commented out, this goes and finds the ones that have, that they've got the number of hours ago, and it calculates a more accurate timestamp. The rest of these are going to get accuracy down to the day, because that's all they give me. So right here, we've got, since April 17th, they don't say since such and such time, April 17th, since such and such time, April 13th, it just gives you the day. So we'll go ahead, we'll load our parameters, we got our parameters loaded, we will run this script. Okay, and this should work here. I've been messing around with this code, but I tested it pretty good. Okay, good. So now we should have our timestamps. Okay, see there, we've got a timestamp for all of these people. And so what we'll do is we will export this. We'll export this as PTSD for everyone. New, we will call it. So I've got my documents folder here. You can't see it, but I'm in my documents folder on the other monitor. I will get my PTSD for everyone new CSV file. And we will, and of course, I could have had to update that alt join date, but again, these timestamps are infinitely easier to work with when you're doing programming. That's why I convert everything to a timestamp, and so I don't even need that alt join date in this table, because all my statistics are based on the timestamp. But let's and see. Here's what I'm talking about. See this encoding? They got this weird accented character that I'm not sure that's the actual language that accents the characters like that. That has accented characters like that. But here we'll fact check this row right here. Okay, so and let's go here. We will hide these three columns for now, so we have all the info that we need right beside each other. So let's go to this Facebook user page. Okay, and I see what's happened here is it's got this accents. Okay, so it's a member PTSD support group since February 20th, 2021. Let's run our timestamp here through the timestamp converter. We should get February 10th, 2021. And what I do is I put everybody is joining at 12 a.m. if I don't have the exact hour or the second, okay? Okay, February 10th, 2021. Okay, yep, so there, we're good. And this is, again, this is based on my time zone. So these timestamps are our Unix timestamps. They're based on universal time, and then when I manipulate them in my database, it will be based on Eastern time. So here's based on universal time. You see that it's 5 a.m. Okay. And of course, we've got the right person's name. Let's look at their profile link. This is Lizzie Dempsey 12. Okay, so let's go to our spreadsheet. See if we got Lizzie Dempsey 12. Yep, see there? Exact same thing, Lizzie Dempsey 12. So that one's right. Just for giggles, we will fact check one more of these, because the thing is this is a computer. It just does the same thing over and over again. So chances are, if it's right the first time, it's right every time. Okay, so this is January 31st, 2021. Okay, another thing that I would really I would like to get how many posts they've got in the group. Okay, but let's go back to our timestamp here for this person. And that's and of course, the relevant thing there too. The reason that the time zone is relevant is because Facebook picks up my time zone when it calculates this date. So if if we were close to midnight, and in my time zone, there would be a time zone where it would be on the next day, or if it were close to 12 a.m., the actual time they joined, it would be the previous day and so forth. But here, let's calculate this. January 31st, 2021. Now let's go into their profile link. We should have Keza Erpa. Three. Yeah, Keza Erpa 3. Yes, we got the same thing. Keza Erpa 3. So yeah, just copied and pasted that, didn't change a thing. And so that one's right. And now, so what we'll do is we will get rid of this yellow highlighting. Just copy that, just click on the profile link again. Okay. And we will run my hourly down to the hour programming scripts. I need to escape this. Okay, this is really I'm gonna have to. I don't know. It won't let me. It won't let me back here. Okay. Wasn't letting me uncopy that. We will run the rest of my programming script and see if we can get these people accurate to the hour. And what I'll do if this works is from going forward, this whole table, this whole thing will run every time that I run for a group. And now I've got to comment out this code because I'm not going to run it. See if I get a fatal error. Okay, I got a fatal error. Okay. Actually, I want to try one time to fix this fatal error. Okay, I've got a period instead of a comma. Okay, I want to have to pick this up in the next video. So you saw we got the timestamps in the next video. I'll have this programming bug fixed. We'll run the hourly timestamps, and then I'll show you how I make my members graphs and my my stats tables that got the daily join rate, the monthly join rate, etc.